Hey guys, this is Clinton Jeff from ZoomaguyCG.com, and here's a quick video review of the Samsung Galaxy Note that we have in for review right now. As you can see, the device is pretty darn huge. If I can just show you a quick comparison, here is the Galaxy Note compared to the iPhone and the Galaxy Tab. So as you can see, it's way bigger than the iPhone. A little bit smaller than the Galaxy Tab, 10.1. So yeah, that screen is definitely something that takes a little bit of getting used to. It is a 5.3 inch screen. It's Super AMOLED, which is very nice and sharp. The colors are vivid. And yeah, there's also a stylus at the back, which we're gonna try and show you right now, which you can just slide out right there, a little bit there. And this is called the S Pen, according to Samsung. You can basically use this to draw on the Samsung Galaxy Note. In the Notes application, for example, you can just draw a couple things right there. The design, as you can see, is very similar to the Galaxy S2. It's the same square-ish shape, you can see right there. Mostly the same plastic build quality too. The plastic isn't really, for example, let me just show you this. The back panel, for example, is a very flimsy little plastic back panel right there. It's not really the best build quality, but yeah. There's a 2800 mAh battery on the back that keeps it going for quite a while. Let me close that back up again. As you can see, even putting the back panel on is a bit of a task, but yeah. There's a loudspeaker at the back, which is good enough for most calls. You will also hear it ringing in a couple noisy environments. It's not the loudest loudspeaker we've seen, but it's pretty good. The camera on the back is also pretty decent. It's an 8 megapixel camera with a single LED flash that you can see right there. Of course, now getting back to the screen, it is pretty huge. Definitely takes a little getting used to in daily use. The screen is at a huge HD resolution of 800 by 1280. It's a pentile display, but it is at 285 ppi, which means the pixel resolution is pretty good. So you won't actually notice, you can't actually see the pentile display unless you look really hard. It's running Android 2.3 Gingerbread with the Samsung TouchWiz UI on top, with little customizations. For example, there are 5 apps you can see right there at the bottom and in the menu, instead of 4 apps like on the Galaxy S2 and other smaller devices. There's a couple Samsung applications on board, like the Samsung S Memo that I can show you right there, that you can use the S Pen on. You can see these little things right there to teach you. So you can basically use this to draw all kinds of stuff and even take down notes like this. Now I haven't drawn this myself, but apparently you can actually draw something that good. Yeah. So let me just go back and start a new thing again. So drawing is pretty easy. You can just scribble down. Oops. Let me start a new one. Yeah. You can just scribble around over there, and there's plenty of pen options, as you can see right there. And you can also enter by text if you wish, but who does that anyway? So yeah, you can also adjust the pen width if you need to make a final line, or choose a paintbrush setting or a pencil setting, or even a sketch pen or a highlight if you want to do some things there. So yeah, I'm not sure how useful this would be in daily life, but there you go. Moving on, there's also the S Planner, which is basically a calendar application with a couple little adjustments made to make it more easier to use on a large screen. You have your dates, and you can add a task, for example. Basically the same, actually, nothing majorly different. Going back again, there's also the S Choice app right there, which is basically just the same Samsung Hub apps collection, so it's nothing really huge. Okay, so that's the S Pen and what it does. Now let's talk about messaging and text input. Text input can be very uncomfortable in portrait. You can see that it is kind of hard to reach all the corners with one hand, so you will have to use two hands. In landscape mode it is much easier, but again you have to use two hands because it's impossible to use it with just one hand. The Galaxy Note definitely does take a little getting used to. Software wise, basically exactly the same as the Galaxy S, so I won't go into detail on the software. It is very nice to watch videos on though, because the screen is massive. It can also play back almost any video format in 1080p, just like the Galaxy S2. So it's definitely great for watching video. The camera is good. The earpiece actually isn't that great. I don't know why, but our unit was a little soft. But otherwise, I don't know, it does take a little getting used to. I am having a little bit of a hard time recommending this as an everyday phone. I'm sure the screen is beautiful. I just don't know what kind of person would use the Galaxy S2 in daily life. It's too small to be a tablet. It's too big to be used as a phone. I don't know. I just don't know. So yeah, so that is my verdict on the Galaxy Note. Great looking hardware. I just don't know if I would recommend it as an everyday phone. I think the maximum screen size should just top off at maybe 4 or 4 point something inch, but this is massive. So yeah, that's our super quick take on the Galaxy Note. Do check out our blog post for more details. We go into a lot more details and a lot more things. But if you have any questions, do let us know in the comment section below or on zomegacj.com.